Hello everyone and welcome to episode 8 of the TEW 2020 UJPW Spinoff Series here on the channel. It's the Supermax 64, as it is the Super J Cup in the year 2000 for this episode. We have a 16-man tournament as far as to crown the 2000 J Crown winner. We have a pretty stacked lineup, if I do say so myself, of 16 of some of the very best in the world battling it out, while also having 2 title matches on this card. It is a giant show. It is a 5.5 hour show. You see there, 5.5 hours. And we use just about every minute of that time that we have put together. It is a major show. As far as the tournament itself, it looks like this as far as the brackets. I don't know why I went to this page, but we'll just go with it, as the round of 16, the 16 participants look like this, as the first round matchups go as followed, as Too Cold Scorpio versus Chris Jericho, Super Astro versus Koji Kanemoto, Ultimo Dragon versus Shonichi Funaki, Brad Armstrong versus Jushin Thunder Liger, Nuki Sano versus El Samurai, Kyoshi Tamura versus the Great Sasuke, and Dr. Wagner Jr. versus Bobby Fulton and Lord Akira Kurokumi, taking on Masanobu Fuchi. As for the title matches, we have as the tag team title matchup, which we saw, as far as we saw the number 1 contenders be crowned on the previous episode, of course, with the Radical Revolution of Dean Malenko and Wild Pegasus. They take on the junior tag team that just can't be beaten, it seems like, in Hayabusa and Jinsei Shinzaki. That will be ran in Fire Pro. The heavyweight title matchup, or the junior heavyweight title matchup rather, as that matchup, however, will not be ran in Fire Pro. It's going to be Vampiro and Eddie Guerrero in the singles contest. And with that matchup, Vampiro will retain, even though it's kind of weird that Eddie's going to lose twice to Vampiro in the same calendar year. Really within a couple month time span, really, when you think about it. It was back in April, and then here in June he's going to lose here as well to him. Mainly with that one, it was tough to kind of decide that, because really with the junior heavyweight title, I don't know why tag team say, there we go, as far as junior heavyweight title, it's obviously with it being in Fire Pro, a lot of it is kind of out of our hands, but mainly since Liger's run in 99, which is obviously before we even started Supermax, really no champion has had like a crazy long run. As far as like El Samurai had basically was the champion from the start, and then dropped it in September to the Great Sasuke. That was 1 defense. Sasuke was 1 defense, and Dragon was 1 defense, and Sasuke gets the belt again, obviously because of Fire Pro, in another 1 defense reign, because he obviously just dropped it to Vampiro. So a lot of just 1 defenses, and I would like to kind of go back into somewhere where we get more than 1 successful defense. So I don't want him to drop it to Eddie just in case it's 0 defenses. I just feel like that would be pretty nuts. But we will have the junior heavyweight tag team title matchup, as they are looking for their 6th defense, which they're a couple behind Ultimo Dragon and Super Astro. But they have a really good chance to at least tie them and maybe potentially break it. And as far as for the Super J Crown, the J Cup will be decided in Fire Pro. The semifinals will be ran in Fire Pro, and the finals will be ran in Fire Pro. So all around, we'll have 4 matches in Fire Pro to dictate kind of who wins, who loses. So this is what the card's looking like right now. 18 matches. Ginormous show. For the first round matches, as you can see, Kyoshi Tamura, he's going to beat the Great Sasuke in 23 minutes. And that's a huge win, first of all. Sasuke's always beaten him. He beat him last year in the Best Super Juniors. He beat him in the 95 Best Super Juniors. But Tamura's going to beat him. He's coming back after an MMA fight. And what a big time splash. So Tommy Ron and I think Goro, I forget his last name, they're local referees, so that's just kind of, if you see that, I think you probably saw that here. It's like they're leaving tomorrow. That's who they are. As Too Cold Scorpio, and then Chris Jericho. Jericho's going to beat him in the Steal the Show matchup. So Jericho and Too Cold Scorpio, they've had a match at the Best Super Juniors this year, which Scorpio beat him. And so far, Jericho's beaten him every time but that one night. And getting another win, very, very huge there for Chris Jericho. Dr. Wagner Jr. and Bobby Fulton. As Dr. Wagner Jr. is going to get an upset win. It's going to be a 10-minute matchup. I thought he was going to be ready to go as far as not being injured anymore, but he still has a couple of more days, actually. He's actually got one more month, actually, left of his injury, so that sucks. Didn't think about that when I added him, and then by the time we got him into the tournament, it was too late, because it was just sucks, but that's alright, it's no big deal. Super Astro and Koji Kanemoto, which is a hell of a first-round matchup, and Kanemoto's gonna beat Super Astro, as Super Astro and Koji Kanemoto, they've only wrestled when he was under the hood, as Tiger Mask 3, and they were 1-1 against each other back then, and it's been a while. So the last time they faced off against each other in a singles contest was in the 96 Super J Cup. So that's kind of fun, as far as a long time coming for him, and Kanemoto's going to get the win there. Nuki Sano and El Samurai, as Nuki Sano beating El Samurai, as far as that's going to be a 24-minute contest. They've had a couple of matches back and forth. They had the J Crown Finals last year, which is kind of fun to have that be a first-round matchup in this save, and also, as far as the following year. But Nuki Sano, man, he hasn't beaten him since 97. It's been 3 straight wins for El Samurai. Back in 98, and 99, and even earlier this year in 2000, so he was needing a win, and in more ways than one for Nuki Sano, so he's going to beat El Samurai there. The Ultimo Dragon and Shinichi Funaki, maybe the best first-round matchup so far, and Funaki with a huge upset win over Ultimo Dragon. Dragon's beaten him every time. It's crazy that Ultimo Dragon's popularity has really, really hit a downturn, mainly because he's just been losing on the big shows. As you could see from the, before the new year ran in for the year 2000, he dropped significantly because he started losing a little bit more on the kind of last shows. A lot of that's out of our hands. A lot of that's with Fire Pro, but just kind of a bit of a roll of the dice there, having him lose to Funaki in the first round. But I think it's going to be a hell of a matchup, though. And then Lord Akira Korakumi versus Masato Fuchi. As Akira Korakumi will be beating Masato Fuchi. They, of course, had a matchup during the Best of Juniors just a couple of months ago, which Fuchi beat him, so a little win back for Akira Korakumi. Then the last of the first round matches, Liger and Brad Armstrong, which they've had some bangers throughout the years. 99s for both matches, both happening in the Best of Juniors. We'll see how they do here, as far as Brad's going to get the win, because they're now 1-1-1 in the rivalry. And yeah, Brad's pretty solid against Liger. I don't think they have chemistry. They just are just super fucking talented. They might have chemistry, though, now that we're in the new, we're a new player, technically. I don't exactly know what the chemistry's looking like, but it wouldn't surprise me if they do. So this is a break match, as I like to call it. It's a trios matchup. It's Los Pavano of Damien Psicosis and La Parca against the World Class A-Holes, Dick Togo, Jado, and Ghetto. So Los Pavanos going to get the win there. Then for the second round, we have Akira Korakumi and Dr. Wagner Jr., which Akira Korakumi is going to get the win there. That's a first-time meeting, if I remember correctly. They might have actually faced off in the... Yeah, okay, so yeah, this is a first-time meeting, so there might be some bad chemistry there, but mainly that's just a 10-minute matchup for Akira Korakumi. Nuki Sano and Kiyoshi Tamura, which is a hell of a little technical matchup there, as Nuki Sano's going to beat him in 20 minutes. They have had, they were a part of New Japan before the merger, but other than that, they have never had a singles match against each other the entire time. They were in, UJPW the entire time they were in New Japan, so crazy to think, from 1992 to the year 2000, halfway through the year 2000, they have never had a singles match in the mod. So they finally get it here, in the save, as that's a massive first-time matchup, though. That's crazy to think it's been that long of never facing up against each other, and they've been in the same company since the start. It's Jericho and Kanemoto, which is a fun match. Could have went either way, honestly, but we're going to go with 19 minutes with Chris Jericho getting the win. Another first-time meeting, so far, every second-round matchup has been a first-time matchup. And with Chris Jericho getting that win, he goes on to the next round. And then Shinichi Funaki and Brad Armstrong, as you see, Funaki is going to beat Brad Armstrong, and Brad's beaten him every single time. It's a first-time win for Funaki, and also one of the only second-round matches that is not a first-time meeting. And then, basically, for the next 3 matches, we're going to run in Fire Pro. We'll take a break for the Eddie Vampiro matchup. That's obviously going to be already ran 33 minutes. We're giving them a lot of time, 31 as far as in-ring time, and giving Vampiro a win to retain and be his first successful defense. We have a little bit of room to add to that main event. It just kind of depends on how long the semifinal matches go, as far as in that regard. But, yeah, I mean, as far as in the TEW sense, that's all we gotta really talk about. So, now we can go into the Fire Pro, and we have the first matchup already set for the tag team titles. Hayabusa and Jinsei Shinzaki against Dean Malenko and Wild Pegasus. We'll turn on the fucking audio. As here we go. Man, this is gonna be a huge matchup though. Dean Malenko, Wild Pegasus. They're locked in. They have been a hell of a team, hell of a unit so far. For Hayabusa and Jinsei Shinzaki, though, I mean, they are just the team to beat. Have not lost yet in Fire Pro. Unreal. Absolutely unreal. Of course, they just beat Dragon and Astro in a hell of a matchup at the Super Explosion show in a previous episode. They've beaten El Samurai and Liger. They've beaten just some very top teams. Hayabusa and Dean Malenko, they're starting off. Oh, nice Dragon Screw Leg Whip. And of course, these two teams, they faced off at the Brawloween show, which Hayabusa and Jinsei Shinzaki, of course, beat them. And it's just, it's wild to think. I'm pretty sure... Oh, what a fucking sunset flip off the top rope. But I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, they won the belts from Sasuke and Too Cold Scorpio. And that was not... Oh my god, already a 450 splash. We might get a win right now. That's 2 count. As they beat them like on a tour show. Oh my god, what a brainbuster to the floor. As I want to say that's the case for the first ever show, the old Showdown Summit. That's just a fucking count out though. We've never had one yet in Fire Pro. That'd be quite ironic to have it here. And I think they beat, Sasuke and Too Cold Scorpio in TEW for the belts, and then that, at the final show they took on, Liger and Scorpio, maybe, I want to say, for the tag team titles, and that's when basically their first defense started, and it's been that way ever since. But that might change here. Second time might be the charm for Wild Pegasus and Dean Malenko. Get a wrist lock. Shinzaki, I mean, if he's smart, he keeps Wild Pegasus on this side of the ring. Cut the ring in half, make sure he can't make the tag to Dean Malenko. Nice little bow and arrow, though. I'm loving it. I'm loving what I'm seeing so far in this matchup. There's some, big-time moves already. We get a backslide. But Shinzaki just rolls right on through it, and in comes Hayabusa again. Spinning kick into the buckle. Oh my god, another 450 splash to the back. And this might be it right there now. 2 count again. I'm waiting for Hayabusa to bust out like a top rope falcon arrow or something. Oh god. Oh, Jesus Christ. I just love the idea that he does a moonsault over Wild Pegasus, and he doesn't stop him, but that was crazy. Oh my god, light tube! Oh my god, this is getting intense. Oh my god, look at this. What a fucking Frankensteiner. Into a light tube, and that might be it. Oh, you got right back in time at 17. We almost had a count out. We've had a light tube now. I thought we were going to get maybe a tope. And the throw thrust of Jinsei Shinzaki. Very, very tough to deal with. Very unorthodox stuff. Shinzaki gets out of the way, but he gets headbutted for his troubles in the up kick. Oh, now chops. Trading chops, and there's a soul butt now. Nice little spinning. You know, just a spinning body kick, if you will, but the soul butt. Found the mark. Oh, nice Shinzaki again. Roll through into the drop kick. Love that spot. So much snapmare from Shinzaki. He might go to the top for a headbutt. Oh, but nobody home. Nice little snap suplex from Wild Pegasus. Look to capitalize after the mistimed dive. Couple of snap suplexes. Nice hook of the leg, though, of Dean Malenko. Got both legs and hooked him. Almost, you know, as far as had his momentum, as far as Jinsei Shinzaki, almost pulled him over so much that it almost created a kick out on its own. That was deep. Deep in there. But another spin kick from Hayabusa and tagging in Wild Pegasus. They're going to trade chops and strikes. Right hands from Wild Pegasus. You know, slowly going to the center of the ring. But Hayabusa, 450 splash again. Oh, that was almost it. Third time was almost a charm, but that was the first time he hit it on Wild Pegasus. Jesus, what a Falcon Arrow. Hayabusa's trying to get out of here early. He's going for it again. Oh, there's the Phoenix. Phoenix Splash. This could be it right here. No! Kicked out of it again. Tombstone now. Jesus. Oh, he's waiting for him to get up. That spin kick off the top. My God. Off the ropes. Drop kick. Somehow Wild Pegasus is up and still going and still fighting. This is crazy. Dean tagged in. Jinsei Shinzaki tagged in. Nice snapmare with a fall through with a chin lock. But Shinzaki rolled out of it and now into a strike exchange here. Left hands. Gets the best of it, this Dean Malenko, but those overhand chops of Shinzaki are brutal to go through. Oh, here we go. What a display of strength that is from Shinzaki. Oh, test of strength. Any guy gonna get the best of it? Nope. It's a stalemate. Oh, nice. Arm drag. Hangs on to it, but Shinzaki kicked out of it. Oh, Tiger Driver into the clover leaf. You love it. Somehow Shinzaki hangs on, though. Oh, into the praying powerbomb. Jesus. Thought he was going to head to the outside of the ring, but he hooks the leg, and that's probably it. It is. They keep the belts again. 28-minute contest, we'll call it, for that title matchup. I cannot believe that, though. That's crazy. What a win for Shinzaki as he beats Dean Malenko. I believe he tapped out Dean Malenko the last time. Yeah, he gets the one with the Koyo Otashi. And just all around, great shit. That is unreal, though. And now for our first semifinal matchup, as we will go into, as far as I'm not exactly sure who's the referee here, so I gotta check. It's Fukuda again, so we'll just keep him out there. Yeah, we'll just get rid of that. And now for Chris Jericho, of course, part of the Blonde Bombers. Always comes down to which one I want to choose. Because I forget. Yeah, I think this is the one we use. Wanna say. We'll just go with the black trunks there. Oh. Hit the wrong spot. Then for Funaki, of course, part of the Tactical Tactician Squad. Oh, man, which... Yeah, no. Put the straps down for this one. The tits are out for Shinichi Funaki. What a moment, man. This could be huge. I mean, this is for Funaki, of course. He made it to the finals of the Best Super Juniors. Came up short. As far as in the 1999 Best Super Juniors. Lost to the great Sasuke, but he's got a chance to potentially even make it to the finals here, the J Cup, or even win it outright here in the year 2000. And in comes Funaki, though, part of TTS. It's going to be interesting to see who wins out between Nuki Sano and Akira Korakumi, because if it's Akira Korakumi, we're going to have a fresh finals. If it's not, Nuki Sano's going to return to the finals after he was in the J-Cup finals last year. Oh, nice little Dragon School leg whip from Jericho. Went for a move out of the buckle. Funaki, though, wisely getting out of that bad predicament. Look at the test of strength, though, again. From Jericho. Wins it out. Another snapmare. Went for the dropkick, but eat shit. With these chops. Jericho's got him in the buckle again. Nope. Funaki fighting out of it. Trying to think, I mean, they would have, if they would have had a match, it would have been like on Metal or Jacked, or, Sunday Night Heat. So I don't think, because when, the 2000, 2003, kind of that, the Ruthless Aggression era, if you will, Funaki was on SmackDown, Jericho was mainly on Raw for most of that time. Actually, pretty much all of the Ruthless Aggression time period, pretty much, even when he came back in 2008, he was on Raw for a hot minute, till he went over to SmackDown. Basically, that whole decade, he was a Raw guy. The old 2000s. Funaki mainly a SmackDown guy, thanks to his #1 SmackDown announcer gimmick. Oh, Jesus Christ. That was going to be just a regular fisherman suplex, but he dropped him right on his head. Drop kick from the top. Oh, wow. Well, I love that, though. The sweep of the leg into the Lion Tamer was pretty smart. That was a pretty great spot. But he was in the ropes, though. Well, Jericho with a chop. It's funny, because Jericho's really not that much bigger than Funaki. He just wears the lifts. It's kind of his secret. He's probably, without his lifts, he's maybe 5'10". I mean, Funaki's, like 5'8", but still, like, 5'8" to 5'10's not that, it's only a couple inches difference. But here he looks like he's just a giant of a human. Oh my god. Compared to Funaki. Oh, what an ankle lock here, but he's in the ropes. For those who probably just kind of saw Funaki in the U.S. as just far as like his WWF stuff, he was like the shooter of the BWO. He was the guy you didn't want to fuck with. So this is a very, very fun matchup as far as, and again, deep is this, I'm waiting to see him put the knee into the back for that Lion Tamer to really sink it in, but again, Jericho dumps him on his head. Out cold with it. They didn't just schoolboy roll up. Wisely done, but Funaki just gets the shoulder up. It is looking like he's going to make it into the finals as Chris Jericho. And man, that would be a great finals for not only the Death Squad, but for the Blonde Bombers and Chris Jericho himself. Very much into kind of real life here as far as the WWF. When he came in '99, they didn't really know what to do with him. He, of course, made his big debut, and legendary, debut, but really his '99 is kind of an afterthought. he's, it really. What's weird is kind of the feud that kind of got him at least a lot of the spotlight was him and China. There's a lion salt. That might be it, center of the ring, and it is. Chris Jericho gets the win. We'll say 25 minutes. I think that's pretty fair. We'll just clock 20 onto it. But what a win, though, for Chris Jericho. He's making it to the finals. He pretty much ran right through Funaki. As we might actually... I think what we'll probably have to do is kind of rearrange some of the time a little bit. Now that I'm kind of looking at some of the time here. I think we're going to drop Kira Kotakumi and Dr. Wagner Jr. I think we're going to drop that down to about 9 minutes. Oh, wow, we still have to cut that down some time. Super Astro and Kanemoto can drop down a little bit. And the 22 minutes, there we go. Because we're going to need a little bit of time for the finals, and obviously this next semifinal matchup, Nuki Sano versus, as there he is, we'll just go ahead and click on him. Yeah, I mean, let's go with just the blue trunks, the kind of the Dakuma Sano era, which is kind of around this time. A little later on, but in the same kind of vein. And then for man, we have seen a good bit so far as Lord Akira Kotakumi. I don't know who's the ref, so again, I want to take a look here and see. Oh, it's Red Shoes, okay. Let's see, Red Shoes. Perfect. Yep, 60-minute time limit. Yep, everything's good to go. Alrighty. So this is a fun match, though. I mean, technically, two guys that match up very, very well. I would even say what they do kind of stylistically with their kicks. Mainly, Nuki Sano's more of... he really went into the shooter kind of aspect of his shit kind of later on, because he wasn't really always like that. But, as far as... that was kind of, the just times that it changed and kind of he evolved. And went more into that style. There's Akira Kotakumi, the Lord of the Deep, the man who is the leader of his 1,000 leagues under the sea, if you will, his creatures of the deep. And they start off with a test of strength. It's Akira Kotakumi. Start off hot. Yeah, you just gotta get in the high gear early and often. Body slams him to the floor. Nice little wrist lock though, but that was in the ropes. Loving the leg kicks there. Kira Kotakumi though just counters it with a body slam. Yeah, side headlock. Hard to believe one of these men fought in Pride. Not in a great effort, but man, very, very funny. And Pancrase, because that's when that was the Liger fight. Kind of got Pride 9 was very, very funny to see, with Nuki Sano losing in about 50 seconds to Carlos Newton, because he had no business being in there against Carlos Newton. Yeah, those kind of early, I would say, basically until it got around 2001, there's a lot of funny Pride fights where it's just like, what are we doing? Where it's just a UWF guy / New Japan guy, but mainly just kind of, and most of them get their fucking shit kicked in, unless you're taking a dive, like in Mark Coleman's case. I love that little side headlock into the Russian leg sweep. That's always a fun little finish. Or finish. It's a fun little move. A nice little Romero stretch there. A little Romero special. Oh, love that. That's what the fuck I'm talking about, though. That was awesome. That was a nice little sprawl out of the amateur wrestling style takedown. This has definitely been better than the Jericho Funaki match. Just already. A nice counter with a suplex, send him to the floor. Yeah, I was just thinking about Mark Coleman because he just, obviously took the dive to Nobuhiko Takada. Funny enough, he was on a 3-fight losing streak into that fight against Pride. Or in Pride. Oh my god, again. Just, brilliant stuff from Nuki Sano to stop the sprawl and get an arm lock. Oh my god, head kick. Oh, and another one. He's murdering him. Not a lot of guys would take that dive going on a 3-fight losing streak. A diving foot stomp off the top. This is probably it. He ran right through him like a buzzsaw with those head kicks. But, no, he's going to kick out. And he beats, forget who he beats at Pride 8, but then in the Grand Prix happens. He goes on to win the whole goddamn thing. Talk about a guy turning on at the right time. There's a double foot stomp off the top. Right at the 5-minute mark, that's probably going to be it. No, Nuki Sano can't put him away. Kira Korakumi just has so much fight in him. Oh god, what a combination. Oh my god, a soul butt to the face. He's out. Oh my gosh. Kira Korakumi. Now they're trading strikes. Forearm shots on both men. Oh, firing up is... Oh, Jesus. It was Lord Akira Korakumi. He gets caught with a soul butt, though, for his triple. So nice deep arm drag. But head kicks out of it. Does Nuki Sano. Oh, nice little flying lariat. Look at this. Figure 4. Center of the ring. No, doesn't tap. That would have been nuts. Let's see with Kira Korakumi. Oh, no. And Nuki Sano. Oh, clapping away. Diving foot stomp. To the dick. That's gotta be it. Yes. Yes, it was. What a match. That was a lot of fun. And man, Nuki Sano's a problem. So he's making it to the finals. He's got a chance for redemption against Chris Jericho to be able to win it all. Awesome, awesome stuff. Yeah, we'll just keep Nuki Sano in there. Bring in Jericho. And up. And it's going to be stuck on Hadaka. There we go. And of course we're going to go over here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're just stuck with the one. We'll just double check to see who is the leader of this here shindig. Who will be the referee in charge. It will be Ted Tanabe. I like that a lot. Oh, not Mr. Takahashi. Ted Tanabe. Here we go. Let's get into it. It's funny, even in using Fire Pro, we're still, 34 minutes. It's going to be a little longer than what we usually do with just this tournament, as far as this one-night tournament. Usually the episode's around 20, 25 minutes. It's going to be a little longer thanks to this. There was a thought of doing it the entire tournament in Fire Pro, and that was just going to be such a long episode. Just kind of thinking about it, it's like, man, that's 16 matches we got to run. That's a lot. I think we're going to stick with the Mystery Mayhem show being in Fire Pro. That'll probably be kind of the best case scenario. But yeah, I mean, Jericho and Nuki Sano's a pretty fun finals. This is As far as Jericho beat him a couple of years ago during the Best Super Juniors, Nuki Sano's beaten them the most. They had a J-Cup match in '97. I'm liking what I'm seeing already, though, as far as Jericho kind of using his speed. Of course, Nuki Sano really is going to bring some stiff shots his way. Gonna kick the shit out of him. I'm liking the side headlock, though. Just keeping it traditional pro wrestling. If Jericho was trained by Stu and not Bruce, is actually like in the fucking dungeon, he probably would have been a much different talent. But I don't know. I mean, Lance was trained by Bruce. Obviously, they were in the same class, so he still does technical shit. But just feel like he would have been a lot more of a been able to go in there and shoot with people. I mean, did put Goldberg in a crossface in the back, stretched him out. So he obviously knew a couple of holds. Oh, what a fucking back suplex. High angle back suplex. I mean, dumped him right on his head, but Nuki Sano, first guy up. Oh, what a chop. Chops. And more chops. Oh, that was going to be a bulldog for a second, but just a drop kick. Oh, figure four. I don't think Jericho ever did a figure four, but it would make sense that he would do it, as far as to kind of work the legs, but mainly because I don't know, I guess he just, that's kind of Flair's move, and, when you're in that era, he could probably bust it out now and no one would kind of bat an eye, but, those moves are basically sacred. Well, there's the Lion Tamer, finally gets it with a knee into the back, but it's not happening. Oh, here we go. Tiger Draw! Oh, no, with a backbreaker out of that. Almost the Welcome to Chicago motherfucker, but here we go, Lion Salt. That's how he, of course, made it into the finals. Oh, and he just about did it. Oh, man. I mean, Nuki Sano, though, he's in deep shit here. Oh, gets run over. If Jericho hits that, like, kind of triple powerbomb, or even the double powerbomb, it might be it. They gave it that high ankle back suplex, same spot, too. Oh, and again, Nuki Sano's the first guy up out of it. Now, so far, they're already 24 minutes in. Oh, wow, he blocked that head kick. That was very, very smart. God, that would have been it. Oh, what a lariat. Oh, I love that animation of that figure four. It just looks like he's trying to snap his goddamn leg off. Again, sweeping the leg into the walls. I guess you could say that's, when it's the knee to the back, it's the Lion Tamer, and regular-wise, it's the walls. I guess we could go with that. Oh, God. Oh, they're on the ramp. Do a ramp spot. Ah. God. That would be the day when we get a ramp spot. Oh, and again with the Lion Salt, though. Oh, but Takuya. I said, Takuya Nomura is, I don't know why I have Takuya Nomura on the brain, but Nuki Sano. Oh, he's got him up. Oh, nice little gut buster. To the top, though. Double foot stomp. Don't think it's going to be it, because he's going to have to drag him into the center of the ring, but you never know. And doesn't hook the leg. Amateur hour from Nuki Sano. I mean, for a guy that made it to the finals last year, you'd think he would want to put Chris Jericho away, but oh my God, he's got it in deep, but I don't know about all that. Tentaname being a little generous with that. Dives off the top. German suplex as well. Oh God, here it is. There's this double powerbomb with the bridge. Oh, with a bridge. With a, forget, man, what they actually call that? It's not a jackknife pin. Just kind of more of a, it's called the Quada style pin. That's the only guy I kind of really saw would. This is the first guy I saw do that, but oh my god, these guys are trading strikes. Oh, what a soul butt. Oh, soul butt from both guys. Oh, Jesus. Jericho's probably out on his feet. Oh, what a counter. Oh my god, that was almost it. Now, I don't know what Jericho was going for, but what a fucking roll-up that was. He goes for it again. Don't do it, Jericho. Whatever you're going to try to do, stop going for that. It's a terrible idea. Oh, he's got him third time's a charm, potentially, for this lion salt, as, we'll see. Oh, no, Kunamura. Oh my god, did it again! The same exact spot, the same exact time! Called him to Kunamura. Suzuki Sano, off the top, double foot stomp, and this is it. No! Oh, this has been a hell of a finals. As, let's see what Jericho's got. A spin kick. That spinning wheel kick out of the buckle here. Sweeps the leg. Walls of Jericho. Dead to now, May's probably going to ring the bell right here. Man, Nuki Sano not giving up, though. Oh, my God. Brainbuster. Oh, my God. Dumped him on his head. That's it. It is it. Oh, my goodness. What a fucking match. 28-minute contest here for Nuki Sano and Chris Jericho. Unreal. Unreal. As, yeah, we'll run the show now. Super J Crown, your winner, Nuki Sano. Unreal stuff. As we will go out of Fire Pro into TEW. So now, I have to cut even more time, about 11 minutes. Honestly, let's just make it a 6-hour show. This is going to be the longest show ever. But well worth it. As, yeah, Red Shoes, Jumbo. So I'll have to, see, I'm assuming. Oh, damn, I don't know what Jumbo match had. I'm assuming he's got one of these. Yeah. We'll, give that to, Negro Casas. So now I gotta find a Red Shoes match. Assuming it won't be anything in the first round. If it is, it might be this matchup. Nope. So we'll have to... Oh, there it is. Alright, so yeah, he's got Dragon and Shinichi Funaki. Perfect! Alright. 18 matches. Bring a fucking lunch. We'd have to do an intermission for sure. We'd probably have an intermission. Probably after the first round, to be honest. Intermission. Come back. You know, we'll call it the popcorn match. That's what they called it. And in real life, kind of, when wrestling used to have intermissions. You know, because if in case you didn't make it back in time, if you're still getting popcorn, you'd be fine. Oh, Tamura, a little rusty, you know, as far as in this matchup against the Great Sasuke. Gets the win, though. Gets a submission win in 21-26 with a 75. Got the show off to a strong start. And then Chris Jericho beats Too Cold Scorpio, rather, with the Lion Tamer. Gets a submission win at 13.50. Strains his rotator cuff, though. Does Too Cold Scorpio. Here's Jericho, caused the botch. Just great. So Bobby Fulton gets the loss here. He loses to the sit-out scoop slam driver from Dr. Wagner Jr. Gets the win in 10 minutes. Nice win for Dr. Wagner Jr., even though he's injured. Super Astro losing to Koji Kanemoto. Loses to the Moonsault in 22 minutes. Hell of a win for Koji Kanemoto.